G'day mate, it's Matty Graham here, author of Paddle Stronger. Now I assume that you are a stand-up paddleboard athlete and you want to know, can Paddle Stronger help your stand-up paddleboard performance? Now, the short answer is yes it can. I have had a lot of stand-up paddleboard athletes use my Paddle Strong and Paddle Stronger strength training plans to improve their performance, both directly and indirectly, which we'll talk about in a second. So the short answer is yes, it can. If that's all you need to hear, done. Click out of this video, go and purchase the program. But if you want a little bit more of an in-depth look at it, stay around, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Now, if we look at stand-up paddleboarding and kayaking, which is what I originally developed Paddle Stronger for, is that they're not actually that different when it comes to what we're trying to achieve with our gym-based strength programs. Now, the first thing that we look at is the movement patterns of a sport. Now, apart from the glaringly obvious that one is standing and one is seated, there's not actually that much difference in the movement patterns between stand-up paddleboarding and kayaking. The movement of putting a paddle in the water and then generating force through a rotational movement is very similar between the two sports. And because it's a similar movement pattern on many levels, that means the muscle groups that we target with gym-based strength training are also very similar. Now, the third and the fourth point is what we're trying to achieve in the gym is very similar between kayaking and stand-up paddleboarding. Our primary training goals are to achieve a direct performance improvement and an indirect performance improvement. And let's have a little bit more of a look at that now. Now, when we look at the benefits of gym-based strength training, we can improve performance in two different ways. The first way is a direct performance improvement. And this is by training the capacity of the neuromuscular system. So this is the nerves and the muscles. What this does is it improves your ability to generate force. More force production on the water increases your power production. More power you produce, the faster you go. That is the number one goal at the end of the day, I assume, is going faster. So we can do that by increasing our neuromuscular capacity, improving the fatigue resistance of those muscle fibers, and then also increasing our muscle fiber size slightly, because a bigger muscle is potentially a stronger muscle. Now, I emphasize the word potentially there because you can increase the size of a muscle and not necessarily increase its force production, its strength per se. And we can see that with bodybuilders who are very big muscles, not necessarily strong, because it's only one part of the puzzle. They've increased the muscle size, but not the nerve impulses to activate those muscles to their maximum. So with direct performance improvements, we're looking for an increase in power production on the board, out on the water. Now, the second way we can improve our performance is indirectly. And this is all about improving our resilience, our body resilience. So we do that by improving our postural control, our musculoskeletal alignment, and increasing our injury resilience through improving our tissue tolerance. So all of those overuse injuries that you get in your forearms, your shoulder, your lower back, those pains in your knees, this type of training is all about preventing or minimizing those so that you can train harder and longer, or whatever you need to do on the water to get better. And that there in itself is going to improve your performance. There's no training like on-water training that's going to improve your performance the most. So what we can do in the gym is facilitate great on-water training by making you the most robust athlete that we can, so you can handle whatever you need to do on the water. So those are the two main ways you can improve your performance on the water. And that is the same for a kayaker or a stand-up paddleboard athlete. Now, in saying all of that, there are obviously some key differences between stand-up paddleboard athletes and kayakers, and that's why we need to make some adjustments to Paddle Stronger. What I've done in Paddle Stronger to help you do this is provide a more in-depth video presentation similar to this that goes through and shows you what adjustments you need to make in terms of the specific things that we need to do, how your performance on water is actually improved, exercises to help improve your stability and balance if that's something that you need to work on, how to increase the lower body emphasis of Paddle Stronger to help stand-up paddleboard athletes, because obviously being a standing sport compared to kayaking, we need to train the lower body more. And then also actually how to go about the nuts and bolts of changing these things in your program. So if you are a stand-up paddleboard athlete thinking that you want to improve your performance on the board through gym-based strength training, Paddle Stronger is a great place to start. So make sure you get your free inside preview and just let me know if you've got any questions at all. I'll do my best to answer them. Most important thing is that you get out there and train hard, but most importantly, train smart. Remember, no matter how good your training program is, it's not going to work unless you do. So get out there and paddle stronger. I'll talk to you later.